What is going on, guys? Thanks very much for tuning in to another episode of Brewskis, the Broskis Unfiltered. My name's Marty, one half of Belovered Food, as you already know. Tonight, there's just me from Belovered Foods, but we also are joined in with our good friend, the Govan Barrel, Shizoni. How's it going, man? You all right?
Aye, not bad, mate. Not bad.
Yeah, it's the
nice, lovely day today. Like nice and hot.
I think the weather's been beautiful all week, to be honest.
Oh, mate.
I would have said Friday was a bit dull, a bit not overcast, but it was a bit cloudy. But it's been nice weather all week, to be honest. There, it's been really nice.
Yeah, I know it's been class. But then I've been moving as well, so I haven't really enjoyed it. Like, so I'm a bit gutted, but we're almost finished now, so it should be done by this weekend, and then I can hopefully enjoy it.
Well, hopefully enjoy the last couple hours of it tomorrow night.
Definitely.
In the garden, definitely. That's what you want in a class, man.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's great. So again, just thanks very much for coming on to review these beers. I know we've had it in the pipeline for a couple of weeks now, but they said moving house and other things like taking priority. So it's nice just to get you back on again and get some beers drunk again. We've got a couple. We've got the Brewdog selection, everything. So we've got the 4 from Brewdog, well, not 4 from Brewdog, but the Brewdog drink package thing. We've got 2 from Brewdog. We've got Brewdog's Lost Lager, which we've done a few times, so it's not in like what's the word in? Don't know, I forgot the word. But no, like the drink wise, like it's not a new one for us. That's all I was trying to say. I just couldn't think of the word in. But ponies from Brewdog. Now this one, I think the can design is mint. I love this one already. Like, and then we have.
I think this is definitely the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, definitely. And just the other two there, we have the BB number 42. Just a little casual can. And then we have this one as well. Is called classic Mick Killer. Absolutely terrible pronunciations as well, so we'll have a laugh at them when we go through as well.
So I'm guessing the name of the so obviously what we're reviewing today is part of the Brewdog and Friends.
Yeah, that's what it's like, the package that they put together for the beers.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's Brewdog, so 2 cans for Brewdog, and then every month they have guest beers or ales. I think we done one a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Which the other half of the Brewskis didn't really.
It'd have been great in this can, because this can it was absolutely didn't like a big surprised that can hasn't burst open. Yeah, he's not happy with the cans.
No, definitely not.
And then you weren't happy with that either. What, there's got a Jerry Springer fight going on some. Could have been me in the middle going, Jerry, hit him.
He's not a big fan of Brewdog, way.
I don't think he is. I don't think he's the biggest fan. And then again, you've got Chairs and Brewdog, so it's a counteracting it. It's always gonna go like chalk and cheese.
But I do have a bone to pick at on this one, but we'll discuss it as we go along.
Okay. Well, there's been a few interesting topics as well in the news, so I've got a good little bit to talk about that as well, especially with the aliens. I love the alien stuff. Can't wait to start discussing that. I love it. And obviously, we've got the Euros, which is starting next week. So
yes, 100%. Saturday.
Saturday. Is it not? Is it not Friday? The first game Friday?
I don't know. When's England's first game? Is England's first game on Saturday?
11. Yes. Is it Friday? Oh no, the week after. No. The week after is Friday, because that's England, Scotland. Oh no.
England.
No, like I thought they start the 7th, because I think England's first game is
6th.
Yeah, I think it's the 6th of the 6th. Yeah. Oh my.
No. So tomorrow they play Romania.
Yeah. And then the US on the 7th, because I think it's the 7th to the 7th.
Sunday, 2 o'clock. I thought as much.
Yeah. So England play in that. It's a friendly, isn't it? Like it's still
so tomorrow they play a friendly.
Yeah, and then they play the first Tuesday or Wednesday.
And then they play the first. No. Euros against Croatia, Sunday the 13th.
Well, no, fair enough then. Oh no, I was thinking because I know when they play Scotland, that's my last day of work for 2 weeks before I got on holiday. And I thought
that's the 18th.
Yeah, I thought that was this Friday, but it's obviously not now.
No.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. So
they play on Sunday, and then the 22nd, which is then the Friday.
So it must be I think it's the 11th. The 11th, isn't it? For the Euros to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cannot wait.
No, we're looking forward to it, and I think the following weekend I'm going camping. So I'll have to find somewhere to watch. I'm not a big fan of international football, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like the friendlies and stuff. They're just I just think they're pointless. Like,
definitely
no need for them. But I think you should get your team picked maybe 6 weeks before like a major tournament. Just have 3 or 4 friendlies in that 6 weeks, just to like sort your players out, sort your team out. But I hate just pointless friendlies and good for them. But yeah, it's class. Well, Euros start. I'm off for 2 weeks in that Euros, and then I go back to work after I've gone scuba diving with sharks.
Where are you going?
3rd of July, Saturday, I think it is. I'm going scuba diving with sharks. Going to swim with them sharks.
Bloody hell! Where's that going to be?
Down Skeggy.
I didn't know there were sharks in Skeggy. I
think it's in an aquarium, to be honest. But
I know. No. I'm just shocked that there's actually a thing in Skegness. Sounds good though.
I can't wait, mate. I love it. Like Steve thinks that Christina's trying to kill us off because last year, from my birthday last year, or not last year, but the year before, so she bought us the skydiving, which was class. And then last year for my birthday, she bought us the sharks. And it took nearly over a full year to actually get it done. Bastard COVID.
she's definitely trying to kill you off.
Definitely, it's a good job I took life insurance out now, isn't it? Never had it before. The window showed me back to sort that out.
Exactly, that's what she's after.
Definitely. She knows that we're going to give her a good wage if I get eaten by a shark. So it's a decent, but yeah, kind of way. So swim with them sharks and the stingrays as well. So nice, kind of way.
Yeah, that's good.
The best thing I want to do as well, I want to swim with turtles because I love turtles. Like my favorite animal I think is a turtle. When we go on holiday, you can go to certain places. I can't wait to swim with them as well. Nice.
I know you like going to. Did you go to Turkey your last time?
I went August last year. Yeah.
Is it Turkey or somewhere where there's like a whole island just full of turtles?
Supposedly, yeah, because Christina's 2 friends went. And they went to, I think it's called Turtle Beach or something like that.
Yeah.
And she went, they didn't see one turtle in the full turtles over there. I was like, oh my God. Like, I'd be raging if I paid all that money to go and see the turtles. And there wasn't even there. Like, Jesus. I'd have had me snorkel out and I'd been gone under for them and everything. I'd be finding these here. I couldn't, I was like, that is disgusting. I was like, did they get the money back? I'm like, no. Obviously, Turks don't want to give them the money back. Like,
no.
They out as well. Like, risk, but yeah, I couldn't. That's why I don't think I would do it unless I was going maybe somewhere like the Bahamas or somewhere you're guaranteed to see the turtles. But yeah,
Mexico, mate. Tell you, get yourself to Mexico.
Yeah, I want to go to Mexico. I think we had this discussion last time. Mexico goes in the
yeah. Get yourself to Mexico.
Like, my brother went for his honeymoon. He said it was amazing. But then 6 months later, he was divorced like a mug. I love laughing at him all the time. I love winding him up, to be honest. He's funny, my brother.
Well, at least he went to Mexico.
And after he went fully Mexico, it was absolutely class. It looked nice, looked really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll start with a beer then.
Which one?
We already did Brewdogs Lost Lager, so we'll start with a non-Brewdog one. You can pick.
Well, the one that's in front of me is called Classic.
It's called Classic, yeah. Mikkeller. That's it there.
So I think it's a Danish one, isn't it?
It's Danish. I would have just went just off the name of it. I would have thought German. Mikkeller.
Well, the only reason I know it's Danish because it says genuine Danish taste at the bottom.
Oh, I never even met at the bottom of it. But yeah. I mean, I knew it was Danish as well. I just read on the bottom there, but someone's will pick it up. But yours was mine doesn't. But yeah, classic Danish drink. Let's have a go then. Not
Wait those tits up with the pour.
Not really much on the can about it. It just tells you about allergies and stuff. So, oh well. I am.
So again, because I'm moving, glasses are all over the place. So forgive me, I've got a black sheep glass today.
What glass do you normally pour them in?
It's just non-branded.
Oh well, I've got a branded glass. Only because I still haven't got mine. It's sirens, nice little siren. I love these little tumbler glasses, me.
Yes.
Oh my god, that looks like it's such a dark drink. In yours, like that is. Oh, let's have a little go of it.
You've cocked up the head, haven't you?
Yeah.
Fucking flame.
I was trying to hide it, but I can't hide that. I'm not going to hide it.
Jesus Christ!
I'm not used to pouring.
Flake with that.
I'm not used to pouring in this glass. That's what it is. I'm out of sync. I've normally got the Brewdog. Well, actually, that's a lie. I haven't had that for a few weeks now. After Christina smashed it.
You love the tumbler glasses, but
yeah, I think one of my favorite glasses I've got is the one from Face. I think it's like a long stem of it.
Yeah,
class. I love that glass.
The one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's min. Yeah, well, have a smell of it. It smells like beer. And I think everybody can understand when you see it smells like beer because it does smell like a beer.
Yeah.
It's a natural smell. Like it's got a very potent smell. Quite a strong smell.
Do you know what it tastes like? Do you know what it smells like?
I was going to say taste. You've gone before, is that you? Chase to jump the gun.
Like a cereal taste.
See. I can't. I'm struggling to smell of cereal. I'm thinking I would not be giving my kids cereal to smell like that.
I think because cereal is made out of wheat, isn't it? Some cereal is made out of wheat. It's like that wheaty, malty.
I get where you come from in that regard.
Yeah.
Tell it to like a wheat-based beer.
Not sugar puffs or anything like that. I didn't mean that.
Sugar puffs. they're the worst cereal in the world to make your wee smell funny in it. It's so I don't know why I said wee, but I was trying to be a bit reserved, but like we've never been reserved. It makes your piss smell funny, doesn't it?
No.
But yeah.
So the pour, how do you rate the pour?
Now the pour is settled.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it. It's quite a solid pour that as well. Like it's dead on.
I've still got a tiny head.
I'm going to give that probably an 8.5 for the pour.
Yeah.
Probably only because that's my own bad doing for having a massive whop red on it, but that was on me. But yeah, I think an 8 for the pour because I think you can still see it in all angles of the camera. It's got a really good head on it still. The can, although it's quite a basic can, it would probably draw me in the shops. I think the colour scheme of the green and gold or yellow, however you want to call it. Yeah, your camera picks up the light better than mine, but yeah, I like that can. And it's a full print, which is really good.
Yeah. No stickers on this one.
Yeah, there's no sticker on this. I'd quite happily give that can a 9, me.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a very attractive can, although there's not much going on in it, but it draws you in. So yeah, I
agree with that.
8.5 for the pour. Yeah. Look, it's still got a head on it and everything now, so might as well give this one a go. Cheers, man.
Cheers, mate.
There we go. Verdict?
I don't know, you know.
Sorry?
I don't know. I'm not
not impressed.
I'm not wowed. That's the word I'm looking for.
I could say I'm not impressed.
I'm not wowed by it. I'll drink it. Don't get me wrong. I'll drink anything.
I'm going to drink it, but begrudgingly.
Yeah.
although I love the can, I like the pour of it. It's not hitting it for us. It's not, like I said, like this is a nice drink. I'd expected it to have been a nice drink. I don't know why, but
yeah,
nah, like it's got a very
bitter.
Yeah, I was going to say the initial taste when you're drinking it, it's very bitter.
Yeah.
There's not much of an aftertaste though. Like I don't taste after that like mouthful of it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
There's nothing there.
Like there's literally nothing there. Yeah. Which is why I think I could drink it because I'm not fighting the aftertaste of it as well.
Yeah.
Well, like when it comes to like, I know it's obviously not a stout or not a port or anything like that, but after them, like I always have that after minging off the taste, which I kind of get away with. But yeah, this one, it's just got nothing to it.
It's definitely not something I'd be asking for when I go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going in a pub and go, oh yeah, I'll have a it's cold, please. That one.
When I go to Vienna, definitely not. No, it's a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, but the bit of a letdown, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah,
like
because at the start it gave us the ticks.
It gave us everything, didn't it? Yeah, it gave us that. It lured us in big style. Apart from the Brewdogs Tony's, that was one I was looking forward to go and do.
Yeah.
And now I feel let down big time. Who is it? Is called is that the who's the brand of it? Who is it? Is it?
So as in the brewery?
Yeah.
McKellar. I think it's like a micro brewery because I've had something from them before, and their logo is like two cartoon characters of a man and a woman, I think, or two men, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll have a little look. That's it. Best thing about not having to use my phone for any recordings, it's there for the pull that shit up Jimmy stuff.
For the research.
Yeah. Oh, just seen that. Something that was I need to come back. Geez, you get it a pint can. I would not be buying a pint can of the exact same one as well. I would not be buying a pint can of that one McKellar logo. Yeah, we definitely need yeah, it is exactly like you said. It's
Is it?
Oh shit! That probably just don't you want to see what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a man and a wifey. Looks like they're kind of a scrap. Probably scrap now with this beer, to be honest. I need to get back 2 pages so I can keep it.
Can't believe I've just paid $5 for that.
I know. You sleep on the couch, Nate. I'll be buying that fucking beer every night.
It is disappointing because
yeah, yeah, it really is. I was looking forward to it. And it's a bit of a letdown. Have you shaved your head?
No.
No?
Mate, I haven't had time to cut my beard.
I only ever see you with that beard, and it doesn't ever look any longer or smaller.
I never have my hair this long.
I remember like your beard. That's probably what looks different than your hair longer. And I was thinking, has he cut it or is it just grew longer?
No.
Your beard always looks the same no matter how much you cut it.
I'm getting grey as well, so I'm getting older.
It's like on the side too, and my wings are coming in really grey. Like it's so bad. And I've got like a little patch of grey hair in my beard here. I've got 20 grey hairs and just one lump of beard. And I'm like, I try and like tuck it in or something or hide it out of the way. Like get like a little beard dye just to push that little bit in, just like this one patch here.
If I should just wear this. I'm in Sam helmet.
It's every woman's fantasy right there, man. What you do to them?
I don't know. I've just got crap around me, like
toys and stuff all over the place. They're class them.
Headphones.
They use them, no.
Right, Sunderland Football Club. What's going on? I think the last time we spoke, we hadn't played our last game.
Yeah, we hadn't got to the playoffs yet, had we?
No, Well, we got to the playoffs then. So we got to the playoffs. Typical Sunderland style.
Yeah.
Did not play well the first game on the Wednesday night. No. Was the Tuesday night, Wednesday night?
It was the Wednesday, and that was one of the worst games of football I think I've ever witnessed from a Sunderland team. There was spineless, there was lackluster, there was nothing to them at all. And then I thought
Saturday, then I thought Stadium of Light.
Yeah, and I thought it's an absolute mountain to climb. Yeah, came out on the Saturday, first half, one of the best halves of football I've seen Sunderland play for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know what he said to them at half time. He must have thought, "You've won the game, lads. That's it. We're in the final." Yep. And I thought, "Fuck this, be gone."
No.
I was talking to my neighbour Pete, and I was like, if I was them, I'd have kept them out on the pitch. I'd have did my half time on the pitch. I would have went full round on them and kept them outside, where you've got all the crowd still there. It
was disappointing because I think when that first half finished on Wednesday, we were gone.
Yeah.
If they had started crap on the Saturday, I think everybody had already kind of
wrote it off.
Mentally had wrote it off.
Yeah.
The emotional roller coaster of then starting that first half,
getting back into the game,
quite intense, getting back in the game and getting everybody's hopes up to go.
Believing that we'll win it. It's a bit like McKellar. It's absolutely done his big style. Normally known for a good drink, until we get it.
And then, but I know we've renewed our season tickets.
Yeah,
so we all sorted. Have you moved your seat yet?
No, because I was getting Ollie with his, but he just hasn't mentioned it. So I was like, oh well, until he mentioned it again, it'll probably be next season or like 2022-23, the season he comes along. But he never mentioned it again. So I was like, oh well, what's the point if he's there? But now,
to be fair, you always sit with us anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
I did. Obviously, Sweaty finally got hers sorted.
Did she? All right. What's happened there?
I don't know. They just they said that they weren't recognising their account details. Like every time she was trying to sign into it, even though I put in I'd reset passwords and it just wasn't recognising now, wasn't connecting her membership to her season card at all. So she tried ringing them, emailing them, but not getting back. Then she finally got in touch with them, and then they just sorted like that, and then over the phone, and then she had to mess on with her direct debit as well. So the first one never came out. And
no,
ring them up to sort it all. I was like, Becky, they just didn't want you to get a season card, here. I was like, I've already got my seat picked out. You mind if you didn't get this sorted? I'm moving. I'm gone. I know Big Stars was funny, but
at least it's sort of 21,000. So an absolute massive effort, massive effort. And I think the new owners has obviously driven.
Yeah, I think we've got that new belief. Although we had an absolute terrible ending. I mean, terrible ending of the season. I think we all believe again. We all believe that Kirill can do the job.
Definitely.
You see that, I don't know if you have him on Instagram, but you see him on Instagram. He's all under 23 games or under 21. He's all over the place. Son and ladies, and like I said, he's doing a big overhaul, and it's got people believing it. Like he generally looks like he loves the football. Like he's not just one of these he's a 23-year-old lad. He shouldn't have the responsibility and the pressure like this, but he said he just loves football. You can tell he loves it. And
I think that's it. Isn't it? I think it's that skepticism that sometimes you have with foreign owners, because all you think about is they're just coming in for them. To be fair, you don't buy Sunderland Football Club just for the money. To be fair, because you'd just be heartbroken.
Well, look, that's exactly what Stuart Donald and Mayfield did, but just for the fact that they thought, we're going to be back in the Premier League next season. We'll make an absolute massive. We might have them for 4 or 5 years and quadruple our profit that we made from them through rights and stuff. But
they sold us a dream,
they sold the biggest dream going. Apart from the biggest dream in football history is swapping Altidore for Defoe.
Jesus Christ.
That is I don't care what anybody says, that's the best piece of football and business done in
I forgot about that.
Any football in terms, like, you don't get better than that. You could get Messi on a free and it's still not as good as swapping Altidore for Defoe.
Mate, they had us changing the seats and painting the fucking stadium, man.
That's it, like, and I mean, to be honest, they still didn't fix the announcing system. That was the worst thing about it. That was the worst announcing PA system gone. It
still is. The no needs to go. And one thing else I found out today, Yannick Bolasie is still signed to Everton. Up until
Where's he playing?
Borough. I think he played for. I think he signed a 4-year deal.
Oh, yeah, he played against us. He played against us, yeah.
So 4-year deal that ends like today or whenever it was last week, and I think it's only played for Everton for 1 season.
That's mad, that, isn't he? I think he's a good player, Bolasie, as well. He had that little Bolasie sweep, didn't he? Where he looked like he was always handballing it, like, and he got away with it so much as well.
It reminds me of Zaha.
I like Zaha. Who I think is a good player for Crystal Palace as well. That Eze. I don't know his first name, but Eze. He's English as well, so he can play for. I think he's in the under squad as well, so I think he's a great player.
Definitely. But we need to, obviously, we've had a lot of players out of contract now.
We kept quite a few players, you know. Like I've seen the
retention list.
Yeah, I've seen we kept quite a lot of players, which I was quite surprised at. I thought we would let a few more of them go. And so you see all the crap with the strike. What's it called again? What's our strike called?
Which one?
Charlie White. Couldn't think of his name. See, after the last game when he was like sticking his fingers up to the fans doing like the lapping.
Do you know what? I've read it on Twitter, but I never take what I read on Twitter.
I read it, but then I thought, like, surely something like that. Somebody would have that. Somebody would have that on a video. Like, if they're doing a lap and walk on the pitch, somebody in that full 10,000.
100%. 100%.
On a video.
I mean, somebody had that video of the manager getting stick, which was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I think when he come out, and I was like, that's not an in that. Like, that's not. Obviously, probably the result was to the team, but not the Charlie White situation, a lead situation. Let's say it. I couldn't.
Do you know what I don't get though? If that happened, the Charlie White thing, I know for a fact the supporters would stand in front of the car.
Yeah, that's it. Like Sunderland fans are stupid. Like they're stupid. They're absolutely stupid. If something like that was happened, like you said, there was that happened. They would wait for them to come out. They would wait for them to come out.
Yeah, 100%.
Then,
yeah. I just think sometimes, and that's why I always kind of stay away from Twitter quite a lot, because I just think one person just says something and it's
easy to go on the bandwagon.
It's easy just to go on the bandwagon.
Yeah. I think we've had these conversations a few times. Internet, social media just makes it so much easier just to be spanks, isn't it? It's
100%.
The shy place to be. But yeah, it's mad. Like, so I think he's got a good bit of business to sort out from now till then. So yeah.
So the boy alive.
No, I don't know. I mean, what are you doing? No, no, Ollie came down. It's like you say a little bit.
Okay, so one in the van.
I don't know what the thing that they're doing. Like, they have all this time to play outside and stuff, and now they're like, it's getting to a time where they're not playing outside anymore. And like, I'm going to say, no, you're not. Not that bad. Just like literally before I came on here, can I get some read? No, you can't. Like, we never got any food in the house. Like with me.
Alright. To be fair, while we've been moving, my daughter lives out in Spain, and she came over last week for a week. Well, she had to self-isolate for 5 days, and then she came over to us for a week. And it's the same. It's like, mate, you're 10? Like, what's the matter with you?
I can't believe how much she eats. Between her and Amelia, it's ridiculous, absolute ridiculous. Like she didn't wake up till Amelia, my eldest, didn't wake up till like 10 to 12. And she come downstairs, she managed to have breakfast. Then she got about 1 o'clock. She went, "Can I make me dinner?" I was like, "You've just had breakfast, like legit." And like, what are you doing, man? I was like, "Jesus Christ, I couldn't believe it." It was absolutely, obviously, the amount of food that she eats. Obviously, she takes after me as well, but I couldn't believe it. Like, this is bizarre.
To be fair, she eats a lot, but she's like this.
She's so tall. Like, for being like 13 in November, she's ridiculously tall. And that's why she gets away with it, to be honest, because she's tall and it was Christina the way Christina gets away with it. Because she spans all she does is pick her food all day and eat food, and although she complains about big legs, that's because this is on her, not me, so there's big legs. I was like, well, if you stop eating, if you start eating some squats or something, lift that you'll not be chilling about her.
It reminds me of bloody Tiz.
No, that boy eats, doesn't he? He's ridiculous. Like how he
eats and drinks.
Isn't it? But it's the same as obviously that like the batty meat, but like he's about 3 stone dripping wet. He's like an extra small crow, but he scans like ridiculous amounts of food. Like every night he's got something to sit down with to watch a film with, and it's like 4 or 5 packs of sweets, 3 or 5 packs of chocolate, Pringles. Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody can eat that stuff on a night time and then get away with it.
Nah, definitely not.
I don't even snack that much during the day. Like, but I just like food. I eat big food and pot of food, not like sweets and crisp chocolate. I'm not a big crisp guy. Like, loads of people go to crisp.
Nah,
but I can't. It's not something for me.
To be fair, like I'm not a big fizzy pop fan. We never have I enjoy fizzy pop with takeaway, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'd quite happily. Well, past like month or something, I've just been drinking like diluted juice. But when I'm in the office and stuff, it's just so easy just to get a bottle of pop, and it's just more out of, he said,
habit.
Anything else, yeah, just to pick a bottle of pop up. Or just go over to the shops and just get like a bottle of pop, or even those bottles of water are there as well. But I just think when you're at work, pop, like fizzy pop, just the go-to. I don't know if you like it.
Right, which is the next one?
I don't know. You know what?
Are we going to do non-Brewdog,
Yeah.
Brewdog, non-Brewdog?
So I really want to leave Tony's to last, but
yes, I agree.
But what I'm thinking is, if I leave Tony's to last and I get done like I've just been done off Michaela, it'll spoil me full drinking tonight. I'll be done for. So we'll leave it, but it best not let us down.
Right, so do you want to do Lost then?
Yeah, Brewdogs Lost.
Yeah, we'll do Lost.
We've had this before, so it's not a shock to us. Like, I quite like it.
No,
I think the can is mint. I love the can as well. Little silver can.
Yeah. So I think Lost was the first Brewdog. That was.
I think it was the world's first carbon-free lager.
Carbon-free lager, yeah.
Not just from Brewdog, they said the world's first, wasn't it? So
yeah, it was.
That's why they had that massive promotion for it, wasn't it? That's why we got about 700 cans each. With about 600 different emails. So it was decent. But yeah.
And I think for every can that you bought, they planted a tree in their forest.
Yeah. I think I see me mate.
Can you do a better pour this time, please?
I'll try. It's lager in it, this one, so this one's nailed, this one. Well, when I see it was nailed, that's why it's got a bit of a head on, because it's a lager, so yeah. Yeah. I see news, that's why I've come up with that crap excuse. But yeah.
So you can tell the difference with this one and the Mikella one, because the Mikella one was quite dark.
It was a really dark beer.
This one is quite clear.
Yeah.
It is a lager. It is what it is with a lager, really.
It's a lager, isn't it? Lagers, you can't. There's not much to distinguish between lagers when it comes to the pour. They normally all look. When it's a light lager like this is as well, they normally all look like that, unless it's a Foster's, which is a darker drink, but that's just random.
Yeah.
Maybe we should drink that crap anyways. But yeah, we know what we're getting with this one.
The only problem I have with the Lost Lager is the absolute migraine you get the next day.
Yeah.
My missus has the same. Like if she has a few of these the next day, the migraine and the headache, the hangover is a bit.
Well, I like I said, I think I probably spoke about it a few times. If not, I'm quite a lucky person that I don't suffer from hangovers.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much beer I drink, if it's 1 beer or 20 beers, I don't get a hangover. I'm generally ridiculously lucky with that. And again, I'm very unfortunate when it comes to shots, because if I have in the night, I'll spew, or if I have a shot at the end of the night, I'll spew. I love them. I love shots, but they just do not agree with me in the slightest. So I find myself very unfortunate with that, because it's just wasting money. But
once the shots come out, I'm going home.
No.
Not for me.
Like I said, with me, it doesn't make a difference. Like I said, if we buy the first round gone in the pub at 7 o'clock at night, if somebody gets a shot, I'll spew it before I even sit down. So it's me. I love shots. They just didn't love me. But yeah.
So now the head is still going.
Yeah, it's on this as well. It's poured really well. Again, yeah. I'd quite happily give that a 9 for a pour. I struggle to give a higher score than the pour. I mean, I don't, probably not as much as the head on that, but again, that could have been me for the pour, but I struggle to give any more than 9, I think, for a pour.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It needs to be really special to get a pour.
To get up there.
To get a perfect head on the pour. But that's close to as good as. I'll give that a 9. I'll also give it a 9 for the can as well.
Yeah. So the can is also quite informative as well. With
it's got a lot on the back there about the trees and carbon on there and everything.
And the bread. So it's brewed with surplus fresh bread.
Mm-hmm.
They're using a third less water, and it's powered by the Brewdog wind turbines.
I think, you know what, to put all that information on the can, the way they put on,
yes,
not just write it on, like to show them a little diagram.
Illustration.
Yeah, I think it's spot on. You know what? Now I've actually thought it. I'm going to give it a 9.5 for the can.
It's not a sticker.
It's not a sticker. It's a good looking can. Like I said, it's a very attractive can with the gold lost in it as well. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe give it what they would have to done to get a 10 for the can. Just maybe for me a little bit more bright. I think it's quite a dull can. Apart from the lost. So yeah, that's the reason I'm giving it a 9.5 and not a 10.
Greys and blacks and then the one gold.
Yeah, I think
silver.
If it was blended in with cans, it wouldn't stand out as much unless you could see the lost. I think that's probably the reason.
It's not as
stand. Yeah, it's not as stand out.
So if you've seen both of these on the shelf, you'd pick this one, because I'm like that when I go into a shop, I won't even read.
Yeah, like
what
the best people you can take with that is kids. I take Amelia up the beer hours all the time, and I go Asda, Tesco's, Lidl. She doesn't know nothing for brands. Like she's like 13, so like let's pick some beers out, and then she'll go, let's get this one, and this one. And she goes around the can and she goes, and this is the print on the can as well. She's like, it's not a sticker. She goes around like, yes, that's my girl. So she knows like. But there was one of them. I think the first beer we did on the podcast was from I think it was called Hopster.
Yeah.
With the one that looked like the Brewdogs logo, and that has a weird feel in the can. Like this can. Like, could you be like any can? You're 13-year-old man. What are you doing? Yeah, she's come up with beer while I was to pick beers.
Do you know what I've just realised? I've had a sip. So, first sip. I know. First sip. Cheers, mate. Rewind. If you were a good editor, you'd have cut that out. But
can I get a Craig David on the go?
Nah.
Oh, thanks a lot for your message.
Nah, I'm really good. We need. I was looking for Adobe products the other day, like Photoshop, Illustrator, and
I've got Photoshop.
I haven't got one, mate.
I've got one if you want it.
Yeah, I'll install it on the phone. But I was looking, I can't believe how expensive it is.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
absolutely ridiculous.
Like 60 quid and stuff for like.
I think that's what he'd say.
You rent it for 20, not rented, like on the sub for like 20 quid a month.
They've already made a bit of money from it.
Hell, man, I couldn't believe it. And I was looking at like 60 quid for like the program. Like, it is ridiculous. That's why I never make any logos. Did you see the logo you put on with the pride flag and the people?
Yeah.
I tried to do that myself, just on Paint and just on the computer for about an hour and a half. Like, I'm getting nowhere. I couldn't get like the logo like on top of it without having the rest of the white and stuff behind. I was like, I was like, Melia, can you do this? Like, yeah. I was like, how long are you waiting for? 5 minutes. Like, do it for us then. So this is an exclusive. And when you made that photo for, I was like, oh my god, and I can't be having that.
You know the one I made you guys with YouTube and stuff like that? That was just from PowerPoint, you know.
It's good, that was really good.
You know, that wasn't from any kind of design program. That was just from PowerPoint. First taste of the Brewdog Lost. I know obviously we've already reviewed this one, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Nothing's changed. It's a bog standard lager. Nothing special, but if it was being served in the pub, you would buy it and drink it.
Yeah, I would 100%. I would drink it. But I said, I know a few people I don't like it. Steve doesn't like it. Steve's not a big fan of it.
I had a pack of 24 from my old team because I've got a new job now. And my missus pretty much drunk 60-70% of it. She loves it that much. It was nice. To be fair, they bought me like 2 packs of 24s. So like I got one, and I think she ended up getting
you got like 1 and a quarter.
But I love it.
They could easily sell it for £4 a pint at a pub. But
yeah.
I would drink it. I would pay for it. I would quite happily drink it just as much as I would drink a Stella from a pub. I'd have no qualms in buying like this or a Stella.
Do you know what I wish comes back? Stella Black.
Never had it.
That literally was the best of the best.
I know this is going to sound mad and you're probably not believers, right? But before lockdown,
can you remember when I
very rarely drank. I used to go out on occasions for birthdays, end of season dues with the boys, beginning the season. Me and Christina, we never really drank. But now lockdown come in, COVID came out. I'm an absolute I'm a pro, but I drank ridiculously very small. And I'll get along having too much beer in the house. I'm like, well, it's my job now. It's what I have to do. But,
in the name of research, sir.
That's it. In the name of podcasting.
Yeah. But no, again, this one, an absolute classic from Brewdog. I think it's something that's going to be here for a very long time.
I think this is going to be then one of them cult heroes for them, like so the punk and the other ones. Like that's just going to be a standalone Brewdog.
A standard, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think in standard Brewdog style, I think in a few years' time, 2-3 years, all they'll do is change the design of the can.
Yeah, that's it. Literally,
which they do.
And drink inside it, but with a different one.
Different can, 100%.
Brewdog is like the Martin Garrix of music. He can give you exactly the same beat, tune, song, but call it something different
and you buy into it.
Yeah, 100%. And I love all the Martin Garrix, but I know they're all exactly the same song.
Did you see? Actually, talking about Brewdog, I'm gonna go online now. Did you see the Euros cans that they're bringing out? So I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but they're bringing out the Lost Beer or Punk on a 24 pack, but all they're doing is they're rebranding every can as a different nation flag.
Yeah, I think I've seen something like that. I think I did see it. Yeah, let's have a look now, because now I know how to minimize that as well. Just that would move me without me chicken wrap out of the way.
Oh mate, I still haven't had my tea yet. I'll have my tea after this.
I had it just to eat after this, but then Steve said obviously he couldn't make it, so I was like, oh, I might as well just scan it now then, just while I was sitting there. I was sitting here waiting to go, and then I was sending him the details for all this, and he goes, you're just gonna have to do what is on your tongue. I was like, oh well, cheers. Might as well. It's
officially the unofficial beer. So it's the Lost limited edition. So they've got a 12 pack and a 24 pack, and then it's got so it is Lost, just rebranded in cans for like Croatia, England.
Just trying to get some images up here there. Oh yeah, there it's. Oh no, that's not. It was just Brewdogs itself, but I seen it. I did see it the other day, but now I can't seem to find it.
Just go to brewdog.com.
I was on there, is it? Oh,
yeah, it's literally the header.
Oh, cool. So once I get it up, I'll share the screen so we can see that as well.
Same great lager, just a new kit.
Is that what it is?
And I think that's the difference with Brewdog with a lot of people, is the marketing is just on a different level.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And once you can get away with it,
yeah,
you want a winner. Is that? Oh, I thought it was hyperlinked there. Let's just click on the 24 pack, see if this comes up. On this computer. Well, it's loading in now, so I'll just put this on here. I'll share the screen if I can. I know you can, I just need to find out how.
Share content.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that as well.
Should be at the top where it says like mute and stop video and stuff.
No, mine it's not. Tell you what, in this recording. Oh, wait. Oh, before I even did that, it's right across the bottom. I'm just gonna show you. Just take a photo of this. Have I turned you off? Have you turned yourself off there?
I don't know. Hold on a second.
Yeah, because I was just going to show you. I was looking all over for this, and this is the photo I've just took. Again, I want the camera to pick it up. But you see the green one on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's it. And I was looking all over the screen for it. It's there. It is share screen.
Share.
Openly there, share screen. So this is what I want to share. Do you see? There, this is it.
Yeah, that's the one.
And I think, like you said, the design team of it, the box is mint. The box looks absolutely class. I would buy a box that's not a problem at all, just for the full design of it.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if it had any photos of it. That's the only one. But yeah, get a can. I'd be intrigued.
So they got 12 for the 24.
Yeah, I'd be intrigued to see, like I said, what the cans look like if it's just like a flag of the country on there as well.
Yeah, so if you look closer there, it's got that's Croatia there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got the flags of the countries.
Yeah. It'd be quite smart then.
Yeah, because again, at the end of the day, if you're a Brewdog lover and you're a Lost Lager lover, you'd be buying it anyway to watch the games.
Possible, yeah.
So why not buy the limited edition ones at a reduced price as well? I think they're reduced, aren't they, to 1975 from 21.95.
1975 there for 24 cans, which is fucking really good. Like,
yeah,
330 cans, well, even 10 or 12, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're pretty good cans there. Have they came on sale yet? Have they?
Yeah.
I'll have to. I'm not going to order them online here because I didn't want you to see all my deets. But I'll order them after I come off here because I want to box them. I personally just want to buy them as well, just to see all the countries, the nations on there.
And that's the marketing I'm talking about.
100%.
Is the marketing is just genius for Brewdog.
Just want to see them, just to see the design of a can.
I mean, the cans might be dinted by the time you get them, but
obviously that goes without saying with Brewdog. But to be honest, Lost isn't.
No, Lost isn't.
Isn't. Oh, but there, I've just felt one. You cannot see it, but it's in the finger groove right at the bottom. But yeah, I love Lost. Like, I think it's a really nice drink.
Yeah. Such
a light lager as well. For being a 4.5% as well.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think that comes from the carbon freeness of it. Yeah, it's a nice drink, that.
Definitely.
I'd quite happily buy that, like I said, over and over. So can we give it 9.5? Probably give it a 9. Taste, I can't remember what I gave it before, but I'd quite happily give it a 9 for the taste. Me, maybe 8.5.
And I think as well, the first time you'd have had it, again, I can't remember the scores, but you might have scored it a bit lower. But I think sometimes the taste grows on you.
Yeah.
The more you drink something.
Definitely.
And like you rightfully said, we're at about 50 cans each or something. And the more you drink, it just kind of grows on you.
That's it.
I don't think the first one would grow on me, but
yeah, I think it's one of those drinks. You'll have the one, if it's the first time you're drinking it, you might think something about this is just not quite there. But if you have a couple more, you think it's actually a nice drink. And like you said, it's a quite dangerous drink for the hangovers.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
It doesn't feel like a 4.5% lager either. It's like I said, it is a really refreshing drink.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite a dangerous drink. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm going to stick. I'm not going to be a little bitch. I'm going to stick. And I was going to deep price, but I think we're kind of deep price.
We are going to do the price.
Are we? All right. Okay, we are going to do the price. We'll give it an overall price for this one at the end of it then.
Yeah, because that's my, the thing I said earlier is this. I've got a bone to pick with this
okay.
pack.
This is your follow back. Okay.
Yeah, that's my.
Because when you went, that's my thing. I was thinking, I haven't got a fucking clue what you're talking about. I think no, that's everything we do. Price, pour, taste, and can. Not yours.
No. I've got something at the end to kind of to say whether it's whatever it is. But yeah.
Okay.
Lost. It is what it is.
Lost has done as good as normal. Quite nice drink. I would highly recommend that beer. Steve would say different. Steve is not a fan of it.
He's not a fan of Brewdog.
Yeah.
Full stop.
So just because we don't want to forget about him. Steve is not a fan of Lost Lager. I do think he likes a couple of them, but when it comes to Brewdog packs, he's not a fan because he does not like the dents in the cans. Although that may not be Brewdog's fault, which we had this good conversation about a few weeks ago. But yeah, he's not a fan of Lost Lager itself.
No.
But like I said, when we have our beers, like we all say everybody's to their own. Steve has a different opinion that I have. Chid has a different opinion that I have, and vice versa. Steve likes stouts and porters. To me, they're disgusting. So when we do actually get one, I feel robbed instantly.
To be fair, I do also think if you liked porters, Steve would be the opposite because he just likes to be
a twat, a bastard.
Yeah.
He loves a little bitch. No, what was I going to say? We had I don't think it was a stout. It was a dark IPA a few weeks ago.
I remember. You chucked that down the drain. I don't think you even drunk it. I remember watching it.
Oh.
I can't remember what it was now, but I remember you literally had 2 sips and you would not drink it.
Oh, no, I think it was the chocolate. I think it was the chocolate one. Was it the chocolate one? Oh, I don't know. I thought
was it not the marshmallow one?
No, that was the first one. That was the first one I've ever done. That's probably why that sticks in your head because I literally the Stay Puff one.
The Brewdog marshmallow one. Have you tried the Brewdog marshmallow one?
I did Stay Puff Tiny Rebel.
Yes.
That was the first ever video I think we've done, and it happened to be that one, which I could probably drink, but it wasn't for me. It had a really nice sweet aftertaste of it, but I said that initial coffee stout taste, it was a no good. I remember being at football about 3 weeks after that, and one of the gaffers from work, he goes, "Might have been watching your videos you've been." I was like, "Hi." When he went, he's like, "The kind of funny." I was like, all we do is just want to have a laugh on them and have a beer or two. He's like, "You did the first one you did even. It was I think it was the marshmallow." I was like, "Yeah, Stay Puff." Like, he went, "I could tell you didn't like it." I was like, because when you had taste, you went, "Oh no." I was like, and people come up with us, or not come up with us personally, but like chat and they go, "We just like watching the videos just for your reaction, Marty, because it tells the full story whether you're gonna like it or not instantly." It is.
I'm trying to think what it was now. There was one that you literally you wouldn't drink.
I remember having one a few weeks ago. Well, not a few weeks ago. I think it was about a month or two ago. But I didn't drink that one. I think was it not the Dirty Sanchez one from Faith?
Oh, bloody hell!
Have you had that one?
No, but the look on your face, I don't want to drink. I don't want to have that.
It burned. You thought? I think it was chipotle.
It was a spicy one, wasn't it?
Chipotle, yeah, and it was. I don't know how Steve enjoyed it. It was a fight to drink it. It generally felt like it was burning me throat off. I couldn't. I was like, nah. I know. I had one mouthful. I was like, that's gone. But I think the one that we did a couple of weeks ago, I did drink a good half of it, and I thought I could drink it, but then I didn't drink it. To be honest, it might have been last week because it was a rushed one last week. I think we're only talking about it now in a little bit, and Christina coming from work, or she come down from work the next day, and she went, "Why have you got 5-6 different beers out here?" Like, well, I opened that one to drink, and I didn't drink that one. I opened that one, I did like it, but I wanted a different one. So I had like 6 different drinks out on the table, and she went, "Did you finish any?" I was like, "No, didn't finish one. I didn't even finish the vodka and coke I poured." I was like, I did not finish one drink that night. I was so like, the next morning, I was like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
Honestly, I'm trying to think when you did that 6 beers or 5 beers in one.
We did Face. We did the selection of Face beers.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I thought you were going to bring that back to the stout port one. I was thinking, no, I didn't, because I bought all of them, and I'm matching those nice stout porters in them.
No, definitely not.
I like that one because we got the glasses as well. I bought both the
yes.
glasses. So yeah, that was good. Face sorted the discount on for that one as well, which big up to Face for that. But yeah, when we do like beers and stuff, or looking for beers, like I said, I'll message so many different beer companies and say, look, we're doing these beers, we have a podcast where we review them for you as well. Have you got any like promotional codes out to chuck in our way, or even for just the viewers that listen to it? And we normally get one as well, so we normally put them in the videos and comments and stuff. But yeah. I love Face. The Face cans is really spot on.
Yeah, Face are good.
Yeah, especially that range that we had as well. I made sure I got us one of every one. So I think majority of them were 330s, but there's a couple of 440s as well. Yeah, they were really nice.
Right, what's the next one?
It was that BB number 42, wasn't it? Double drop pale.
So
double drop. Double dry hop pale ale, sorry. Sadbo. Now I'm expecting from this one here quite a punchy taste. Hops 4 are on the back there. It's got like a little diagram on the back, like out of 5 what it is. So like rating. So on the hops it's 4 out of 5, bitterness 2 out of 5, juiciness 3 out of 5, and haziness 3 out of 5. So it just pretty much goes to show what I've just said. I'm expecting quite a punchy taste. So
not a lot of effort has gone onto the design of the can.
No, it is quite a very, very basic can. If it comes to the point of seeing both of them in the shop, Lost and Brewdog would probably take it for me.
Yeah. Maybe
the fact the name would take it rather than BB number 42. But again, this could be another reason why Brewdog have maybe brought them in, because I can't remember seeing this company kicking about when I've been looking for beers.
No.
Brewed by Numbers. Yeah, so interesting. Like I said, vegan friendly. We've got a few vegan followers, so this one's for you. 5.5% surprisingly as well.
Yeah.
It's 330 can. Dynamite in a can, that. Well, obviously I can't give it a good score for the can because it's done at the bits and Steve would not be happy with it. So I suppose I've got to stick with one side of Beavers on this one. Oh, that's Sadwell hops. Creating a modern beer with an immensely tropical profile. A soft malt bitterness of hops to shine with flavors of creamy coconut. Oh my god, I hate coconuts.
The thing is though, sometimes it will go coconut, juicy mango, and zesty citrus notes. So this is the challenge for this one. Can you taste every single one of them?
Well, let's have a look then. So what was it again? Coconuts,
juicy mango, and zesty citrus notes.
Well, we'll take that challenge. I could, if you can taste even a tad of coconut, I can tell you, because I hate coconut. So I'll be able to tell you that for sure. So I'm going to give it a 6.5, only for the graph on the back.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I like that.
Yeah.
Like I said.
So it's setting your expectations.
Yeah. It's letting you know from what to expect, like I said, in the can. So for that alone, I'm going to give it a 6.5. But I could have easily scored it less because it is a very bland, basic can.
Yeah.
Not much going on. What about you?
No, I agree. And like I said from the beginning, I think the design of the can is definitely bog standard.
Yeah.
Not a lot of thought has been.
No, like
there's always thought behind the design.
I could give you that in 30 seconds on paint.
Yeah.
Like that's not a hard can.
Yeah.
I do like the smell of it. You can smell all the citron. You can smell all
the citrusy.
Yeah, you can smell it all. It smells like a really nice drink.
Well, let's have a pour and see if it.
See how it goes. You can see the colour of the pour straight away. Like you can see it's
citrusy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's got that hazy.
Yeah.
Kind of look.
And I can give
kind
that.
Of usually.
Yeah. Now, when I was saying earlier on the Lost, I'd struggle to give a 10 for a pour for a drink. But I would give that a 10.
Yeah.
I think from the can to the glass to pour it, it's exactly what I was expecting the drink to look like.
Yeah.
Let's give it maybe 30 seconds just to see how it settles. So I don't want to be too hazy. Mind the pun. Just to see what it looks like. But I think all of it all, a little tumble in there.
It's definitely still holding up because normally it would have disappeared by now.
Even giving a little tumble in the tumblers, it's there still. Yeah. I'd quite happily give that a 10 for the pour. It's all there. It's
still there.
Everybody to see. Yeah. To the nose, it smells so good. I love this.
And it wasn't a flake either.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? So
got it absolutely to a T. Only took 2 cans, but I got there. I mean, to be honest, every one of them has been a different type of beer, so I'd expect a different pour for every can. There's a beer company, I can't remember who it is, but on the can they have like, to the nose it smells like, to the eye it looks like, and to the taste. I wonder if it's Playbrew. It's either Playbrew or S43 who have that on the can, and I think if they put that on this one, literally spend 30 seconds putting something like on here, it would go a long way for that can. Granted, it's a full can, it's a full print, which I'm surprised about, really, because it's very basic. I think they could have the can's really disappointed us. They could have done so much more to the can. But yeah, they could have, like I said, put so many different things on there. Or just something extra. There's just so much blankness, so much open space that puts the fun.
So here's something I didn't know. So I've scanned the can on Untapped, which is something I use all the time.
Yeah, the drinking app, waiting to rate the beers and stuff.
Yeah.
Citrus. Wait there, sorry. Is that why you've been? I've been watching you, right? And you've been like doing something across the camera. Have you been putting the scores down in the cans and putting them on?
Yeah.
I knew you were doing something, I was thinking, what is he doing? I could see it. When you watch this back, right, you'll see, and you might have thought you were doing it quite slyly and sneakily, but you were doing something, and I was thinking, what is he doing there? Like, and I thought, what is going on? And when we're speaking, when we were doing the scores, and you went, hang on, and you must have been writing a score down or writing a review of it as we were talking. So you couldn't speak and type at the same time.
So brew by numbers. So when I scan this can, it says the brewery is brewed by numbers, but it's brewed by Brewdog.
Sneaky, sneaky little bastards.
One sec.
Can't tell his misses. No, he's got something.
Needed to get the light on.
I feel like watch this. The light is right there. It just goes ridiculously bright. So like, it hurts my eyes. So I'd rather just. Mine's not too. I use it with eye. Your lights must be dimmer than mine. You must need to change their bulbs. New house.
Mate, me and my brother-in-law just put them up.
Well, they've been in the cupboard for ages, them lights, haven't you? Them bulbs, at least. I sit right, and mine's only one light, and that was so much brighter than what yours was. But yeah, Brewdog have snuck that one in, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, like, I tell you what we'll do, lads. We'll do 2 hour beers and two companies that we've never done before, but we'll put like this little Microbrewery from ours just changed the name of it as well.
Aye.
Sneaky little cows.
Right. So hazy, citrusy notes.
You can definitely smell all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how go. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
See if we can get that coconut. Seeing what it tastes like going down, because initial taste, there's nothing coconutty in it.
Initial taste is just the bitter citrus taste.
Yeah. I'll have to have no taste because I didn't really get much more afterwards. No, I'm not getting
nothing but a zesty citrus.
Yeah. Like I said, all I'm getting is that initial citra.
Yep.
Nothing else.
No.
Where's this tropical punch I was expecting? This coconut ferment? None.
Juicy mango?
No, and actually now we've done a lot of mango drinks in the past 6 weeks, so I reckon I could get a good mango. No, I would struggle to find anything in that bar the citra.
100%. I would struggle to find anything bar the zesty citrus taste.
Yeah, it's a really, really strong, like I said, citrus taste in it. But don't get me wrong, I like citrus. I like that. So I don't personally think it's a bad drink, but I just can't taste what they've put on the cans.
Yeah. No, I again, and I think that's what you were talking about earlier, that they've put the hops, the bitterness, the juiciness, the haziness, and that's good for the can.
Mm-hmm.
The only criticism you then get
is when you can't find it.
When you then can't find
100%
what it is that they're talking about.
It's like me saying to you, in this Sunday dinner, you've got mashed potatoes, carrots, peas, broccoli, cabbage, but then you didn't even get any cabbage on that there. So you look for it, but it's not there. And I kind of feel like that's what they've done here.
No.
Because I agree with the bitterness. It's not a bitter taste. It's quite a sweet taste as you'd expect from it. Juiciness a 3 out of 5.
The what, sorry?
Juiciness was a 3 out of 5.
I think it's more juicy than anything.
Yeah, I was going to say I think I would have probably maybe given that from the can. I would have given that a 4 out of 5 because it is a really, like you said, like all you can taste is the citra, which obviously is giving it that juiciness. Hazy 3 out of 5. I wonder how what they're distinguishing hazy as.
The look, isn't it?
Is that what they're going from it?
Yeah, the hazy look.
Yeah.
I guess because you do find some really, really hazy beers, like proper cloudy, as if you're drinking cloudy lemonade.
Yeah. And I'd agree. The only thing I think I wouldn't agree on would be, like you said, the juiciness. I think 3's done them this justice. They deserved maybe a 4 for that one. So what would you give it for the tasting?
So it depends, though. Are we actually? No, it doesn't depend.
No, I was going to say
we're gonna have to score the taste based on what the description has told us at the back of the can.
Definitely.
And I can't taste any creamy coconut.
I can't taste any coconut.
and I can't taste any juicy mango. However, I can taste a zesty citrus.
Yeah. So one out of 3. But then again, you've got to look and think it is still a nice drink as well.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So if you take that away, it's still a nice drink. So do you score it 6 or 5? It's not an 8.
It's not. No, it's not.
Well, actually,
it could easily be an 8 drink if it wasn't advertising this dream of having all this in it.
Yeah, but are we marking it based on how we feel the drink tastes or how we think the description was?
I think you've got to go off it. You've got to go off the description because they're telling you this is what you're going to taste in it. So if we
so it's a 5 then.
Yeah, if we just give it on just the taste alone, why even have all that? Why go out the way and put all that effort in to tell you what you're going to taste in the can?
Yeah, and that's because I'm just looking at the other cans. They don't have any sort of expectation.
No, they don't. They're not. I said they're not trying to set anything for you. They're telling you how it's going to be. But yeah, so this one, pardon me, I'm really disappointed in the fact that we can't taste the.
Because really, if you look at the front, that should be enough. Citra.
Yes, Citra and Sabo. Keep that exactly as it is. You don't have to put.
Yeah.
Then go out your way to turn the back and go, yeah, actually, because we're told you've got Citra and Sabo, well then
coconut and mango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have left it, and it would have been a good scoring drink. But
yeah,
unfortunately, Brewdog, you tried to play the game, didn't you? And you got found out. You little bastards.
You done us over, like.
Yeah, big time. So yeah, I'll agree with your 5. Like, because we've got to look at it as it says and as they're promised on it. Although it is
nice drink though.
Yeah, that's it. Although it's still a nice drink, you've done yourself dirty.
Nice drink.
Mm-hmm. Now I want to go back to what I was saying earlier. Have you seen in the news in America about all the UFOs and stuff?
No.
Oh my god! Obviously you can't be naive enough not to believe that there's no such thing as aliens.
No.
Oh, good. Well, that's good then, because this would have made this next bit even more interesting then. But in America, I follow, for some reason on Snapchat, I subscribe to some news company. I'm going to tell you who it is now. I don't even know how I end up subscribing to them, but I do. It's not even it. It's called NBC News. Stay tuned. So I subscribe to them on Snapchat, and I watch them like every other day, and they're just saying like the story, what's going on or what's going on in America. But over the last 6 weeks, there's been so many released videos or starting to be leaked now videos of like warships in the middle of the sea with tracking like what appears to be spaceships on solar and stuff like that, and it's so mad to see. But in America, come I think the end of this month, every 10 years or 20 years, they've got to release a statement about UFOs and extraterrestrial adventures and stuff. And now they're going to tell you about it. Now they're going to say, look, we can't hide this no more. There's been so many like sightings, and it's hard to keep under hats anymore. So they're supposedly going to come and be open about it. Which if they do, I'll be like, get in there, because I love it. Me, like anything to do with aliens, I'm all over.
Do you know what? For me, if it's on the news, yes, I'll be interested.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something I've like actively subscribe to Snapchat or whatever it is. If I come across it, interesting.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm
not saying I'm an alien like I am. Like you get tornado hunters and going like literally doing everyday research. Like I've come across it. And
that's it.
It's got me like curiosity, and I believe in aliens. That who, like I said, you've got to be absolutely super naive not to believe in them. And I don't, obviously, like I said, I don't believe it's these little dangly little arm things with big heads, like
from the films.
Exactly, like film portrayal to be like. There's so many different ways that there can be aliens, I'd imagine. But I'm super intrigued to see what they say next week or the week after. I think it is. But yeah, the Pentagon, that's who released all the statements official, because they're now becoming unclassified. So like, oh yeah, I think it's after, like I said, maybe 20 years or something, they come unclassified, and I kind of wait to get all out of that. Joe Rogan will be all out of that on his. Pick up Joe Rogan. Love Joe Rogan.
Aye, definitely. Are the kids making more food? Like I just heard something clanking. Like fucking hell.
No, she's come down to like when they're not allowed cups in the room, like cups of like spillage cups.
Yeah.
So they now put them in like what? Well, not now, but they have done forever. Put them in like sippy water bottles or water. So that's what she's filling up now. She's come down 2 litre water bottles to fill up. So I think she's in for the long haul. Well, yeah, she'll be trying to get some beer while she's in there. But yeah, no. Yeah, so that's what she's doing now. But I think you see her just a shadow walk past in the corner.
No, and all I can hear is the taps on
noisy
the taps
and all that. But yeah, I said I love stuff like Aliens. It's class, man. And like I said, Joe Rogan will be all over that. Joe Rogan will get Eddie Bravo on, and Eddie Bravo loves it. Have you seen an episode of Joe Rogan when he's got Eddie Bravo on?
Do you know what? I've seen the highlights, like the little clips, but I haven't actually seen the full thing.
Well, obviously Joe Rogan's podcast is maybe about 2 hours long or something like that, and like it's a good podcast to listen to. And I love it when he gets Eddie Bravo on, because Eddie Bravo loves a good conspiracy. He's all our conspiracies in his class, and I love a good conspiracy too. But I believe a lot of conspiracies are true. But people just don't want to believe in them. I was meant to watch this thing on telly the other night about the anti-vaxxers.
Yep.
And we were watching something that got recorded, and it went, "Oh, tonight following this program is the anti-vaxxers." Like, we need to watch this after this, because which one? This recorded last night. I was like, no, fuck! I missed it. I was like, no, I couldn't believe. I was like, I couldn't believe I missed it. So I'll have to catch it on Channel 4 or something. But yeah, the anti-vaxxers, like so much to get your head around and to believe and not to believe, because I've not had my vaccine. Obviously, I've had COVID, and I was going to book my appointment for the week I'm off for me holiday, but I don't think I'm getting it no more. I don't think I'm going to go for it.
I've had one. Literally, I got a text from the NHS to say your age bracket can now get a thing. So I went online, booked it for the following week. And then the same day, a few hours later, I had a text message from my GP saying, your age bracket is now ready. Please give us a ring to book an appointment. I rang them, and there was an appointment that very same day. So I literally just went, got it done, same day. Arm was aching a little bit. That was it.
Well, like I said, my mum's had hers, and my dad and my sister, and 2 of them had the same, and then one of them had another one. But like they've all been like ill afterwards, like for 4 or 5 years. Like,
no, I was fine. Like literally, like I said, apart from a tender arm, absolutely fine.
I know, like I've known so many people who's had it, and they said I was done for a couple of days afterwards. But then I've obviously known so many people that have had it and said I was fine. I just would love to know what the reaction's like to the how it is, but I don't need to get mine. I've had COVID. I'll quite happily.
And the thing is, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get the jab while you're at work, so that if you are bad, you're not wasting your holidays. You can pull a sickie.
No. What I was trying to do was take it at the beginning of me 2 weeks off. So if I am bad, then I'm not wasting 6 years. I'm already off, so I might as well keep them 6 years for when I need them.
You only say this because we know your boss listens to the podcast, but it is wink, wink.
My boss. Yeah, I like to work. I love my work. I'm there for the long haul. Yeah, saying that, talking about work. Do you know when we're talking about thingy over at East Hampton? Just eat.
Yeah.
I was coming back from footy the other night with the gaffer and one of the other lads, and they were saying so many people in work have requested days off because they've had interviews and stuff for Just Eat, and they're going, why, when are you going? I was like, no, let's just squash this right here, right now. I was like, I'd generally put it on there on Facey just for people who don't have jobs, because
jobs. Yeah, not because you want to go first.
I was like, it's a massive opportunity for people to go and work in a call
100%.
center. Like
100%.
it's all inbound.
Yeah.
It's fucking really good pay. Like, and it's on our doorstep. Like, why would anybody want that job?
Yeah.
Like, I'm quite happy where I am. Like, I can take the piss in my job and get away with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a good worker. I hate bonus. Like, my stats are good for the gaffers. So I enjoy working from home. I'm comfortable in this place.
I know, definitely.
In the gaffer guns, he went, "You just had the piss, didn't you?" I was like, "I do." It's like, "I do." I was like, "Yeah, I do." Damn right, I do.
No. I seen your post and it is right. You're only advertising for those people that don't, because I think I did see a few comments on there.
I know. The gaffer was then. I was like, "Wait, I enjoy the place. Like, well, I don't enjoy the place. I enjoy the job."
I don't think anybody enjoys working.
Yeah.
Nobody enjoys working.
It's just an easy thing. Like I said, I'm quite comfortable in my job. It's an easy job, apart from a few dickheads that we get who stress out at you for no reason. Well, no reason was the reason then, but yeah, it's quite cool.
And I think that's the joys of my new job now, is I'm not customer facing. So right, I want to go and get the beer that we're going to drink next.
Yeah, cool. I'll just fill some time while he's going to get the beers in, just chat directly to you. I'll take this time now, midpoint, while we're waiting for Chiz to get back, just obviously to see it. Like, we massively appreciate, me and Steve, everything that you do for us guys. Obviously, the interaction we get with the videos, the comments we get afterwards, the videos themselves, or even when we do live on Instagram, as we normally do on a weekly basis as well. Like, the interaction we get with you guys, you tell us beers you want us to try, although not many people tell us they want to come on to do the beers, but they're quite happy to give us suggestions, which we'll take that as well. Is that, like I said, a really big help for me and Steve. Even the support that you give us after we post the videos, after we post the podcast, where you just go onto YouTube, you check them out, you just drop a subscription on there, a subscribe even, I can't even get my words out. Even just hitting the thumbs up on it there, like, it might not seem much to use, but for us as creators, pardon me, especially starting out new as we are, we're only I think maybe, Jesus Christ, catching up now. We might only be, I don't know, like 20 weeks deep coming up, I think now. But it's massively helping. Obviously, you guys listening and like interacting with them, downloading it all, whether you download them on not Android, fuck Android, daft cunts, Apple, Amazon, Spotify, all those types of podcast scenarios where you can download them and listen to, even probably not as much YouTube, but the other three that I've just mentioned there, it's obviously a really big help for us to get us to break in that top 100 on the Apple iTunes download charts for podcast and comedy improv. Like, after maybe like 4 months of doing it, it just showed that the help and support that we get from you guys is obviously mint. I was just in there, just like, just filling time. Obviously, I was plugging gaps there just to say, like, the downloads that they give us there and the support that they give us as well. Like, just comments and interactions on, like I said, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, stuff like that. Obviously, for us to break that top 100 in the space of 4 months, I think it was class. So I was just saying, obviously, there, just thank you for them. Everybody that's downloaded or everybody that's subscribed or commented, like, it all helps.
Yeah. And don't forget the road to 100 to YouTube. And I just think all it takes. And I was talking to Foster about this the other day about the book and stuff. Is all it takes is somebody just to press like or just share. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything.
Of course, it doesn't. Like, that's what I said. When every time I upload the podcast and I upload to YouTube, I'll always obviously share to people and to my VSC and stuff, and I always put, it takes nothing to subscribe. It's totally free. It's not a ploy. People know, obviously, computers, the internet, to subscribe to YouTube. It's free. You don't have to pay a penny for it.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to turn on notifications or nothing. Just literally just sub to us, which is we need that. Because I said at the minute, our name is youtube.com/XYZ 7,999 million XB2 kajillion. So we just need that to change to youtube.com/Brewdog, which is where we need. It will come. Obviously, it's a bit of process, but it's the graph we put in as well, it will get there. So I have no doubt. While that is building the subscription, we'll just continue to grow our followers and our fan base as well, which is always good as well.
However, if you do go to Beard Brothers Foods Instagram page, there's all the links there to YouTube.
You've got it on. It's all in the bio.
All in the bio. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me get my phone. I think your YouTube channel is still my bio website I'm sure it is.
It was still there from ages ago. I just never changed.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Class. Absolutely love it.
Still is. So again, it doesn't. It's not a subscription. We're not asking people for money. It's just clicking a button to subscribe.
Like Steve was saying last week. I don't know if you caught it last week.
I did.
He said, look, he puts it on his personal and what has maybe 500 followers on his personal Instagram. But he said he sees all his people seeing it, and he goes, look, I'm going to start unfollowing them, because if they're supposed to be my friend on my Instagram, on my personal page, seeing it and then not doing a friend a favor, then they can fuck off. I'm like, Kelly Crickfoot went, but it's true. I was like, I suppose it is true.
Yeah, and I see that a lot, where you have more traction or more attention when you share a story, but that post that you've posted doesn't get as much likes as what the story views has been.
That's ridiculous. Like we said, we don't post on our content on Insta for likes, but we don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not for the vanity of this photo maybe got 600 likes and this one got.
No, it's for the enjoyment of it.
Yeah, of course. Like, we post because we want to post it, and we know our content that we create, like whether it be in the food or a beer review, people like that. So the likes and comment we get is obviously it's good to get, because it obviously counts out for our engagement, but we don't just put it on just for you've got to like this post because we put it on. Like, if you like the look of it, then great, go for it. If not, then that's fine. We get that too.
No, definitely.
That's cool. Well, now you're back from getting that bathe in. Let's smash it. So again, this is the one that we've been looking forward to most since we got them.
This better be good, mind.
Yeah, definitely best be good. So this is from Brewdog again. This is called Tony's. What's it? Hopoloni? Is that how you pronounce that? Or
Hopolonely.
Hopolonely. I was just trying to think how you'd pull that about there, how you'd get that name. But yeah, Tony's Hopolonely.
And again, is it a mistake to put
exactly
white chocolate and raspberry milkshake IPA?
That's it. So I'm straight off the bat, I would expect this to be something like a raspberry ripple.
Yep.
So to see how this, I'm intrigued to see how it pours straight away, but I'd expect something like a raspberry ripple taste. And so I'm not going to hold it the raspberry because it doesn't put that in, but when you get melted ice cream in a tub or in a pot, that's what I'm looking for. Just trying to read in what's going on there. Yeah, not really saying much on it, but yeah, cool. So yeah, can wise, I'd easily give this can a 10. It is one of the most appealing, actually not one of the most appealing can that Brewdog have done, in my opinion. There again, it's got this full
100%
like Mexican style to it, like some little. I'm trying to use these words wisely. Maybe some little cowboy theme style on there, like any little.
So
like a Bronco type thing.
Yeah, it feels, and it does feel kind of American cowboy western.
Cowboy, that's it. Yeah. Why couldn't I think of a cowboy? Yeah.
Because of the font of Tony's.
Yeah. it just reminds me of like I said, when you see people like riding the horses and the bulls, the bucking broncos. That's what it reminds me of. For some reason, that's what it reminds me of. Just like a bucking bronco, like saloon. 5.7% as well. This one. I said white chocolate and raspberry milkshake. Yeah, like the easiest 10 I'd give to a Brewdog can, and I don't think there's many out there that I will give it to. Apart, actually, Aldi IPA one was a decent one. I think I might have scored that quite high. We did that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Aldi IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one's 5.7%.
Yeah.
So
this gets
is it as
strong as the
4.5% on the lost.
Yeah. So this is the strongest one of the night. What was that? McKellar. That is a very hard can to see where it is. Can you see it on McKellar?
4.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can just see it right above the
4. Yeah, 4. I think it says 4.8.
4.5. 4.8, 4.5.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the 42 is a 5.5. Yeah. So yeah, it's the strongest one. So we've left the best for last.
Yeah, let's give it a go, see how it goes there then. All right. Cool. So yeah, once more, can get a 10 from me. I think
definitely.
I did this just to give it anything else. To the nose then.
Oh.
I mean, like I said, Emily's got the biggest gob in the world, and I can hear her bellowing. I don't know if the microphone picked up, but she was bellowing a laugh out there.
I just heard it. To be fair, you can smell a sweet taste.
Yeah.
So you know you're talking about raspberry ripple.
Yeah. What was that? What was said in there? Was it? There because it's got raspberry. That's why you can. Yeah. You can smell it.
Like, you can smell the milkshakey. And I think when you actually pour it in the glass, you probably smell it more.
Yeah, let's have a go then. I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be a
little bit darker. Yeah.
The colour of it threw me off because I was expecting it to be like a milky colour, but it's not. It looks just like the last one.
Isn't the milky puff?
Oh, you can smell it. Smell it?
Yeah, 100%.
That is such a sweet smelling smell. I was going to say taste. I was going to say kind of smell that. Actually, what?
I know you don't like the dark side of ales, but do you think the dark ales bring out more of the taste of like milkshakey?
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Which is why I'm surprised by this, because I did think it would be a little bit darker than that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I was expecting, like I said, although I was expecting maybe like a milky, but I was expecting it to still be like a dark one as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. Oh, I thought I'd sent that message to the wrong person. I was thinking, what have I just messaged here, or who have I messaged this to? But yeah, to the nose, like I said, it's such a sweet, smell thing. Yeah, I mean, the smell of it smells so nice. Are you ready to give it a go? Are you still reading the can?
No, it's just.
Oh, but then
have a go.
The pour.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still a little.
It's not as good as the 42, I don't think.
But then could it be because it's a heavier drink, so it might not be as light as. I'm going to give it an 8 for the pour. It poured decent. It's still a little bit there. Yeah, I'd feel wrong by giving it anything less or more.
Yeah.
Well, 10 for the pour. 10 for the can. 8 for the pour. To the nose, definitely a 10. Only if we read it to the nose.
Yeah.
So poignant to that smell of sweetness. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you. initially, that raspberry smacked us. Like, I initially got that massive taste of raspberryness, but it soon sharp goes, and then you can taste ice cream. But it's not raspberry. I don't taste the raspberry ice cream. I just taste like a plain ice cream.
Yeah. Is it a sweet ice cream or sour ice cream?
No, it's definitely sweet ice cream.
100%. So the only reason I asked that is a lot of the stuff that we've drunk is quite hoppy.
Yeah.
And this is not.
No, this is really not. This is although obviously when we get like the citra and stuff, it's quite a sweet thing. But this is a totally different sweet. This is Pump Up the Jam Tiny Rebel style. And I find it hard to think of. I'm thinking probably about the score and the taste when I shouldn't be. I want to describe the taste of the drink first of all, because it is a really nice taste. Like I said, you get that initial smash of raspberry when you drink it. It's an absolutely, like, your taste buds crackers, like when you're thinking, tasting of it. But then when it's going down, it's just full on ice cream. Like when you get an ice cream in a cone and it melts into the bottom and you bite the bottom of the cone off and then you let that's exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Just dripping ice cream into your gullet.
So, white chocolate?
No, I get no white chocolate.
So I understand the milkshakey bit, because really milkshake is
ice cream,
kind of melted down ice cream. And I think yes, 100%.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I can't see the white chocolate bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a chocolate fan, so.
I mean, yeah, I don't get any hint of white, unless they're trying to say that ice cream milkshake taste is that white chocolate with a smash of raspberry, but it can't be because they're trying to separate. No, that can't be. Yeah, that's a tough one to read. Because like you said, although if we're going to review it the same way we did the other one, BB number 42, I can taste, like you said, the raspberries there, the milkshake's there, because that's obviously, like I said, that's just the ice cream. But if they're trying to say that they've got a standalone white chocolate in there,
no,
it's not there.
I think the other one was 1 out of 3, and this one would be
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
You've seen the 2 out of 3, so you've got the white. Oh no, because it's a raspberry milkshake, so it's only two things at a time.
Yeah. So this one is 2 out of 2.
No, 1 out of 2.
Can you taste the raspberry?
100%. Like,
can you taste the milkshake?
Yeah, but they're trying to say it's a raspberry milkshake. So is that together?
Yeah, because you're tasting the raspberry and the milkshake.
Yeah, cool. So it gets the 2 out of 3 of them. Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see where you come from now. Yeah. Cool. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Don't get that white chocolate.
No, so this one's a 2 out of 1, whereas the other one was 1 out of 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it what you? So we left this one for last. My question is, we left this one for last.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy we left this one for last?
100%. Like it's the best.
Yeah, it's the better out of the pack.
Yeah. Like we already knew what we're getting ourselves into with the Lost Lager. So a Lost Lager has to be taken out of the equation because we've had it. We know.
Yeah.
So of the 3 that we haven't had, this is by far the best one. Yeah. Like this is, to me, this is one of Brewdog's finest. Yeah. It's such an easy drink. Yeah. Like I can taste raspberry ripple ice cream. That's all I can taste.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're getting the milkshake from. They should have just said white chocolate and raspberry ripple ice cream, because that's exactly what it is.
And this is the problem with the descriptions, isn't it?
Yeah. I think cans wise, to get the cans nailed on certain ones, majority of them. Taste wise, they have it nailed, but it's just that description of the can. Pardon me. I think it's really nice though. I'd buy that again, not a problem at all. I would have been intrigued to see Steve's, because Steve loves raspberry ripple as well. And like I said, it's a very similar drink style to Tiny Rebels Pump Up the Jam.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, I don't really want to speak about other brands as much because we're not got them to show or to sport with them at the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is such a good drink. Pump Up the Jam's Tiny Rebel. She's there. That's our Delilah. She's not called Delilah, really.
No. I think it's definitely the best one out of the
No, get out, bitch.
The can.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest gripe was, which I mentioned right from the beginning. So how much is the pack?
Wasn't it 19?
1 second. I'll log into Brewdog.
Wasn't it? I thought it was
So
20 quid.
So how much do you think the pack is?
I thought.
No, actually, the question is, I take it back. How much would you pay for the pack? Now that you've drunk it.
Now I've drank it, and there was 8 cans in total.
Yeah.
I think Brewdog did us dirty by putting Lost in, because we can buy Lost on the
100%. So that was my biggest gripe.
Yeah, they've done us dirty there. Because when we buy these packs here to share with Mara, you want a different drink to what you've not had from them.
100%.
So they've done us big style there.
Yeah.
But then if I go 6 cans for when I would pay for them.
Now that you've drunk them. So
yeah,
considering what we pay for ales. So what we pay for ales when we go to, I don't know, any shop in the little shop in Sunderland or anything else. These are lagers.
Yeah.
Apart from Tony's, we've had 42 pale ale, which really was a lager. The Venice lager and then Lost lager. So they're just lagers.
You probably pay £2.50 a can.
Yeah.
If that's what, 3.30. So what, that 15 quid.
Yeah.
For 3 cans. I would expect, even still saying that, I think if I paid 15 quid for, well, I think that if I paid any more than 20 quid for this 4 pack, this 8 pack, I'd feel very, very hard done by. But I think they're about 29 quid, is it?
22.90.
Is it? See, like I said, I'd feel hard done by if I paid more than 20. I'd probably feel hard done by if I paid more than 16 quid for the site.
And that's what I said earlier on. For 22.90, and for what we've got, first of all, I was disappointed. I knew what we're getting anyway because they tell you what you're getting in advance. This was shocking for it to be in the pack.
100%, 100%. That should never ever have been in. But then if you then look and then go, well, saying that, I get 8 cans for 23 quid, or we have a 24 case of a Lost Lager limited edition for 20 quid. That's it, 24 cans for 20 quid, or 8 cans for 23 quid.
Yep.
Bang out water in Brewdog there. Bang out water. This, like, I like the idea what they're trying to do. Sharing it with your marriage, go half on it, etc. Have a little drink. But you either need to add 2 more cans in, so do a 10 pack, or bring the price down to about 15, 16, 17 quid.
Or not even that. Just bring out exclusive. Do you know what it is, right? you have to bring out exclusive beers for the pack
to sell
for it to be special.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I can't go to somebody and go, oh, guess what? We paid 22 quid for this, and this is what I've had.
So my God, when I got them for 3 quid, like in anyway. So what are you talking about? I got to create a 24 then for 20 quid.
So why should people buy in
Yeah.
to the scheme, the monthly scheme?
Especially when they're doing you dirty by adding a little baby company in there as well.
That is Brewdog owned anyway.
100%. It's brewed in the same factory as what Tony's and Lost Lager will be. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, and I mean, anybody that knows me, I'm a big advocate of Brewdog.
Definitely, that's
I'll not have a bad word said about Brewdog.
And Steve knows.
But this pack, I mean, I'm getting the one next month. This pack.
On this one, if you hadn't had a subscription in place, if it was like you buy this one, see how you feel, and then buy the next one if you like this one, would you buy the next one?
No.
Just based on this pack alone, is it not enough for you to buy that next pack? And is that because of, like you said, Brewdog putting Lost in there, as well as now finding out BB42 is them alone? So they've basically got one of a can from somebody else in their pack of. So they've got 2 out of 8 cans is not theirs. For the price also.
And to be fair, if you're an ale lover or craft beer lover, you know you have to pay the premium price.
Yeah, 100%.
So if I go into the little shop in Sunderland, I know sometimes I have to pay 6 quid for a can, 5 quid for a can. And that's fine because of the quality. This seems more quantity than quality.
As well, when you go, it's actually, for people that don't live in Sunderland, it's actually called the Little Shop. So we're not just saying a little shop in, it is called the Little Shop. So arguments like I said, if you go into the Little Shop, you buy a can for 6 quid. It might only be 3.30, 4.40 can, etc. But the fact that you're supporting a small local business, you know, like I said, it's going to be a good drink, or you'd expect it to be a good drink. And the fact that it's probably worth it, you expect to pay that little bit, like I said, premium quality in there as well. I just don't. I'm glad I never purchased this pack. I'm glad Steve gave me half of these. Like the last one, the first one, I was quite happy with. Obviously, I know we only paid like the delivery, but I would have paid happily the retail price for the pack. But this one, I would feel really, really hard done by to say that we only get one other drink, which is not Brewdog's one.
Yeah. 100%.
And to get Lost in there as well.
And yeah, to get Lost.
I think that's
the Danish one, whatever it was disappointing.
Yeah. The biggest, like I said, the biggest gripe from this pack here from Brewdog is to put Lost in there. We can buy Lost as a single can or a pack of 4 from their website. You can't buy Tony's. You can't buy BB42 from their website.
And another thing as well, that another gripe I have with Brewdog, as much as I love Brewdog, before lockdown, you could buy singular cans. So you could buy a can of this, a can of that, a can of that.
Now,
and then you
pack of 4 and certain ones, isn't it?
You make up your basket and you go along.
Yeah.
Now you have to buy a pack of 4.
Yeah. The basket only consists of 16 cans as well, and so it's like it's either 4 packs of 4 or a pack of 12 and whatever. Yeah. So I get what you're saying, that you could have like 7 of one and then 8 of another, etc. But now you can't.
And that only started during lockdown.
Did it?
Yeah. It wasn't like that before.
It's obviously not sneaky because they've did it purposely for that reason alone as well. But
well, of course it is. But and it's like you've done it. So before you could buy a bottle, you could buy a can, you could buy, and then make a case up, whether it's business sense or whatever it is that they're trying to do. Especially for us that review beers, I would prefer that
course, 100%, because I could have 16 different cans of beer. Like, and that's going to be a bigger exposure for that. If you did one can a night, that's 16 nights, that's 2 weeks that you can give that company a review rather than going, I've got 16 cans of the same beer from that company.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, overall, Tony's was the best.
Let's just forward overall. And so this pack from Brewdog, you get 8 beers. You got 2 Lost, 2 Tonys, 2
42.
2 42s, and 2 is cold.
Yeah.
23 quid, excluding post and packaging, which is another £5.
No, that is included.
Oh, is it? Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So 23 quid, including post and packaging. 3 Brewdogs on, 1 not. Out of the 4. 2 nice beers, 2 not. Not so nice in any ways. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. 3 nice beers, 1 not so nice beer.
First, have you ever heard that? Oh, I know you have. First impressions count. This is the second month.
Yeah.
So we've marked them individually. We do need to mark the whole pack.
Yeah,
because it comes as a pack.
That's what I'm trying to think for.
The question is, right, would you pay 23 quid?
Definitely not. Not knowing what I know now and the taste of them all. If I was to pay 23 quid blind, get these and then drink them, I'd feel robbed. But knowing what I know, which is counteracting going into a blind.
Let me see what they've got next month.
Does it tell you what they've got next month, does it?
Usually do.
While you're looking, I'm going to give it a 6.5. And I was trying to give it more, but the fact that it's 3 of their own beers, one that shouldn't be in there, being the Lost Lager.
I think next month is going to be Bosch beer, some guava one.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I think we should do that one. I've got a pack coming, so I'll drop you off some.
I was going to say either that or Steve best forget to cancel his fucking subscription. I'll get them again off it. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Yeah,
I'd love to give it more, but like I said, knowing what I know now, the fact that IB42 or whatever it's called, BB number 42 is their own brand as well, just different name. That sticks hard, especially with putting Lost in there as well. Lost is an exceptional drink by itself. It doesn't have to go in there.
Yeah.
That's wrong. And the fact that I'm glad we left Tony's to last, because Tony's is by far the nicest one of them all.
Yeah.
I'm good. There's not more. Put another Tony's in there. Put 2 Tony's in there.
Yeah.
I'd quite happily have 2 Tony's. I'd quite happily buy a 16 pack of Tony's. Not a problem at all.
100%.
Well, I'd buy whatever if they sell Tony's, we only sell them packs of 50. No problem. I'll buy a pack of 50 of them because I could drink them. I'd quite happy drink them. The rest, well, the other 2, not as much. Lost, obviously, all day long. Lost. It's a nice lager. So yeah, 6.5 out of 10. I feel as if I'm doing them a bit disjustice, but then I feel like they didn't need this justice. As a consumer, I feel like I've been done over dirty.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're lucky to get 6.5. But yeah, I'll give
100%.
6.5. Yeah.
Definitely. A bit disappointing from Brewdog. I mean, I've been part of a few monthly subscription stuff.
Brewdog for years, not just a few months.
But no, it is what it is.
It is.
It's not something I would continuously pay.
Not
however much.
Not out like this. No, if even if they do next month, where they do, I don't know, I swear to God, they're not upstairs for every second of every day. But like when I'm down here doing this, they'll always want to be around. But yeah, Brewdog, if they do a month where they do, like I said, 2 randoms, 2 of their own, which they've not had, they need, like I said, they need I have no idea what that was. But they need to make it exclusive.
Yeah.
Like even if they did it every quarter, so they've got time to brew that exclusive beer.
Yeah.
They would sell so much. It would be so much more work. It would, like I said, as a consumer, you'd feel so much better for it.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah,
definitely.
I feel like I've been done dirty. I'm glad, like I said, I haven't paid for them, but for you and for Steve who have, and everybody else, I feel unjust for yous.
But no, it's been a pleasure being on again.
It has. Yeah. Now we've done them.
Everybody that's listening on any platform, whether it's Apple or
Spotify
or Amazon.
What do we say about Android?
Shite.
No, that's not what we say. Android.
Can you please, if you've got a YouTube account, can you please go and subscribe to the Beers Brothers Food on YouTube, just so that they can get to 100 followers. Is it 100?
100 subs, yeah, is what we need.
100 followers. And again, it doesn't cost you any money. It is literally
not a penny.
Just subscribing.
Like I said when you were waiting for you, it's all just to help us grow as a brand. And like I said, just to change that name, because somebody goes watch YouTube and you can't remember 6 million words and letters combination. I can't recite pi, so I'm never going to remember that. So yeah, if we can get that change just to belovered.com, like I said, it's a massive help for us as a brand, as a
100%.
100%. So yeah,
and if you're out there and you've got a restaurant or you've got beers or you've got a brewery or microbrewery, please hit the Beard Brothers up, and they definitely review whatever you've got
it's
to the max.
It's also not even the case of companies might see this and think, I'm not sending them beers. You don't have to send us them. We'll pay for the beers.
Pay for the beers, yeah.
If it's something different that we've not had, get in touch. We'll review any beer. We pay for 100%. The majority of our beers week in, week out. We get the other one sent to us, but if we have to pay for them, that's not a problem at all. But if we're paying for the beers, don't expect also a glowing review if your beer is shite.
Yeah, 100%. And that's it though, isn't it? And I think we've seen today with the Brewdog. I'm a Brewdog lover. I love Brewdog. I never have a bad word to say about Brewdog, but I've had negative stuff to say about Brewdog. So it is just an honest review.
Of course it is.
Based on what we feel.
From the get-go, like me and Steve, they will have a big roast. We've said from the get-go, we're not going to lie and say this is amazing because we've been given a bit. No. We've been given from Skinny Lager, and now I love Skinny Lager. Skinny Lager is one of my favorite lagers to have. Yeah. And I love it. Steve,
I still haven't tried it yet.
Oh, it's so nice, man. It's so refreshing and so light. And the fact it's like 30% for your calories, only 89 calories in a bottle. I feel like I don't want to get on it because I feel like I'd be selling it for you or selling the dream like the rest of them. But it's such a refreshing drink and I love it, but Steve is not a fan of it. So when we did the review, I was all over it. I was like a tramp on chips for this beer. And Steve was like, nah. And we got given them for free. Skinny Lager sent us 48 beers, 2 sets of 24s. And I loved it. I sucked every one of them. I think I even sucked his because he didn't even like them. And like the best thing I've had. But then we've had stuff sent again, which was free. And we've both agreed that it was terrible. And we've put it out there. So we're not going to blow smoke up your ass and say it's an amazing product or amazing beer.
Yeah.
If it's free, we will tell you. Some people won't like that, but like I said, that's how we've set it from the get-go, and that's how we will always be.
Definitely. But no, it's been a pleasure being on.
Well, again, thank you very much for coming on. Obviously, Steve should have been on, but obviously he was It was
too busy doing something else.
Yeah.
Something more important than this. Apparently,
something that we weren't invited to. So
I know. Don't get me started with that. It's the second event I haven't been invited to.
Well,
God knows how many other events I haven't been invited to.
This is the first Beaver food event that I've missed, which I'm sure there should be out within. But yeah, by the by, we'll have that conversation when next time he's on, which is probably 4 weeks from today when we get the next set.
Yeah, but no, cheers for having me on, mate, and I'll catch you up, I'm sure, really, really soon.
Yeah, spot on. Appreciate you coming on. Cheers. Thanks very much. Everybody,
see you in a bit.
I'll put all Cheers' links in there, and Grub and Bowl on Instagram. Put his personal one in maybe if you want, but it's all Grub and Bowl. They're all linked together. Cheers, you can fuck off. I'm finished. All right. See you in a bit. See you later. See you later, man. He just loves it. He's the part. He wants to be part of the fun. Cheers. But yeah, as I was saying, and as Cheers was saying there as well, the Grub and Bowl on Instagram. We will put all his links in, all his social links on there. He is a massive follower of Brewdog. He absolutely loves them. Big advocate for them. But tonight, as we've said, we'll pull no punches when we come to the reviews. Brewdog have done us this justice, which you're seeing from himself. He's disappointed. This Lost Lager from Brewdog should not be in that pack. This is a standalone drink. This is a core drink from Brewdog. Shouldn't be in. But that's in. I've enjoyed the drinks. 3 of them out of 4 wasn't too bad. Although 6.5 out of 10, it is what it is. Also, pushing these specs up. These are new Levi specs. Check that. Specsavers, big up. Spec crew. If you still listen to this point, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for listening. Obviously, we'll just have the Grub and Bowl on there from Instagram doing these beers. As he said, he loves to post and he loves to promote us because he knows this is what we do. We have our 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job, and when the weekend comes, we do this for you. We review these beers for you. We'll tell you our thoughts, our likes, our dislikes. If you want to be on, like we said millions of times, you don't have to come on Instagram. You don't have to show your face on Zoom here where we record all these there. Just come on with your audio. We'll do the beers. You can just see our boat race, so that's all it is. But like Cheers said there, if you see this, please do drop us a like, drop us a subscribe. It is absolutely free. Nothing involved, no money wise. It's just a click of a button. You're already watching us on YouTube. It is there. Click subscribe, please. And then scroll a bit further down. In the comments, in the description is our Instagram. Go on Instagram, drop subscribe. If you listen to this on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Amazon Music, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'm finished now because I feel like I've just blasted you for 30 seconds to a minute looking at this screen. And I'm sick of my own face. So I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. A lovely next week. Stay safe. Take care. And Be Brews out. Bye-bye.